Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're a new parent, a caregiver, or just gearing up for the wild ride of raising a kid, you already know how overwhelming the sheer amount of advice out there can be. And that's not even factoring in the sleep deprivation. So today, we're cutting through all that noise. We're focusing on a core theme: healthy baby, happy future. 10 simple tips every parent should know. We're going to break down these essential, incredibly simple health tips straight from the source material to help you build a solid foundation for your baby's future. The goal is to give you a high-yield distillation of exactly what you need to know to help your baby grow strong, healthy, and happy. Okay, let's dive right into this. The source material hits us immediately with this absolute bedrock concept. A baby's first years are the foundation of a healthy life. We're setting the stakes right out of the gate here. Think of it like building a house, right? You simply can't build a sturdy structure without first laying solid groundwork. Every single smile, every wobbly first step, and every major milestone your baby hits is completely dependent on three core things: good nutrition, proper care, and lots of love. To make this super easy to digest, we've grouped everything into 5 quick pillars: building a healthy foundation, fueling growth and hydration, protecting against invisible threats, nurturing development and connection, and finally, a lifelong health impact.
Section 1. Building a healthy foundation. The stakes of early care.
You know those amazing physical and emotional milestones we all eagerly wait for? They don't just happen by magic. They are the direct result of the everyday care you provide. Proper nutrition, diligent hygiene, and boundless love are literally the fuel for your baby's developmental engine. Whenever you start feeling overwhelmed by all the endless details of parenting, which, let's be real, happens a lot, just take a breath and come right back to this core trio.
Moving on to Section 2, Fueling Growth and Hydration, Nutrition for the First Year.
Now what's really interesting here is the magic number for early nutrition: 6. According to health experts, 6 months is the recommended time frame for exclusive breastfeeding whenever possible. And why 6 months? Because breast milk provides this absolutely perfect, customized balance of nutrients, along with vital antibodies that actively help protect newborns from infections.
So, building on that 6-month mark, how does the rest of the nutrition picture come together? Well, around 6 months is when you get to experience the messy, hilarious joy of introducing healthy, soft, solid foods. We're talking mashed vegetables, sweet fruits, and iron-rich cereals. But here's a crucial strategy from the source: play food detective. Always introduce just one new food at a time so you can carefully watch for any potential allergies. And as for hydration, babies under 6 months usually get all the fluids they need directly from breast milk or formula. After 6 months, based on your healthcare provider's advice, you can start introducing small amounts of clean water alongside those solid foods.
Section 3. Protecting against invisible threats. Safeguarding your baby's environment. Let's shift gears and look at environmental safety. It really boils down to what we actively need to do versus what we absolutely need to avoid. On the avoidance side, environmental hazards like cigarette smoke and poor air quality or pollution are huge red flags because exposure heavily increases the risk of breathing problems. But on the flip side, we have the proactive steps that are absolutely vital for overall safety.
Let's dig into those proactive measures because these are incredibly powerful tools. Keeping vaccinations up to date by following your country's recommended schedule essentially builds an impenetrable shield against serious diseases. And don't underestimate simple everyday hygiene. Washing your hands before holding the baby and keeping bottles and utensils clean significantly cuts down on illness. Also, routine health checkups. Those aren't just for monitoring growth, vision, and hearing, they offer massive peace of mind. As the source emphasizes, early detection of any concerns makes a world of difference, letting you breathe easier knowing your little one is right on track.
Section 4, Nurturing Development and Connection, Body and Mind.
14 to 17. I mean, wow, that is the staggering number of hours a newborn may need to sleep every single day. If only we parents could get a fraction of that, right? But making sure your baby gets enough quality sleep is paramount, because it's during these quiet hours that their body goes to work supporting brain development, physical growth, and emotional well-being. Sleep isn't just rest, it's highly active developmental time.
So the crucial point here is how the physical and the emotional tie together perfectly. Think about physical play on one hand, like encouraging supervised tummy time. That physically strengthens your baby's neck and shoulder muscles, and it actually helps prevent flat spots on the head. But then, on the other hand, you have the emotional side. Emotional security is fostered when you give your baby warm love, close attention, and gentle interaction every single day. Talking, singing, smiling, cuddling, and reading together isn't just sweet.
It actively supports healthy brain development. You really need both, the active, physical play and those soft, loving interactions, to build a strong body and a secure, healthy mind.
Finally, Section 5, a lifelong health impact, consistency over perfection.
Look, if you take just one thing away from this entire explainer to lower your anxiety, let it be this incredibly comforting point. Every baby grows at their own pace. Take a deep breath. You do not need to constantly compare your child to others or drive yourself crazy striving for absolute perfection. Just focus on these simple habits. And remember, you aren't doing this alone. If you ever have concerns about your baby's health, their feeding, or their development, lean on a qualified pediatric healthcare professional. They're your partners in making sure that a healthy baby today becomes a healthier tomorrow.
I want to wrap up this explainer by leaving you with a final thought. Which small daily habit will you build with your baby today? Whether it's 5 extra minutes of supervised tummy time, singing a silly new song, or just double-checking that feeding schedule, remember that these small, daily actions absolutely have a lifelong impact on your child's health and happiness. Start small, stay consistent, and watch them thrive. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and happy parenting.